one of the themes, again, seems to bite you tonight. They have one bad quarter, outscored 30-15 in the third. What'd you see there? And then also, what led to the ejection late in the game?
Third quarter, I don't really have an answer for. I got to go back and watch it. I know our offense really, we just get stagnant for whatever reason, and we don't execute with the detail that we need to, that we did throughout the game. But I'm really, really proud of our kids. That's 3 out of 4 games that we've taken teams to the wire. So we're in the scrap, and I love it. And I don't know why I got ejected.
You talked about him before the game, but Harden, 61 points. What can he do?
Maybe ask the next team that's playing him, because I don't know. I just feel like every time the ball leaves his hands, it's got a chance to go in, and that's greatness. And the guy he's a great player. I mean, he didn't just score tonight. He had 15 rebounds. He was going after this win, 5 steals, 4 assists. So, and I thought we really challenged him and got after him, and we got 5 turnovers out of him. But he's just great, and he got up 38 shots and 25 free throws.
David, you were a little upset though before you got ejected. So was there a back call that was disturbing?
No, I mean, I wasn't necessarily upset. It was just I was just into the game and battling for my guys. But like I said, I don't think at least I don't know why I was ejected.
Do you think, though, there was some extra whistles with James getting?
I disputed some. I don't know if I was right or wrong. I felt like I was right on the ones I disputed. They disagreed.
Coach, 2 things. He shot 5 for 20. You would take that on any night, I would imagine. And second, down the stretch, is there such a thing as being a little bit too overly aggressively defensively that might have led to some of those calls?
No, I don't know. I don't know if you can be over-aggressive down the stretch. The last play of the game ended with Noah Vonleh being stripped. So, you want to be aggressive, but you want to be disciplined. I'm not saying that all the calls were wrong. He earned some of them.
Coach, you didn't seem too happy about Harden's 25 free throw attempts, which is actually 5 less than your entire team. Do you think he's officiated differently?
I don't know. That's up to you guys to decide.
The one that you did get upset with, although you kind of restrained yourself, was when Hardaway got him while he was coming up for a 3-pointer. From your interpretation, what is the rule on that? Because they said it was like a point of emphasis.
I don't know. I just, when I look at the play, Tim's actually literally exaggerating his hands here. And because he's close to him, if he raises up, Tim's face hits his arm. I don't know how that's I don't know what that is. And I don't know what to tell my guys. So maybe you guys can find out the ruling for me.
Coach, talk about the big game that Zoe had.
He's getting into his groove again, and he's getting better and better, and all of my kids are getting better, and I'm proud of them. Mitchell Robinson had a really solid game tonight, and Zoe is just he's gonna be one of those guys that just keeps coming, and eventually, when he arrives, it's gonna be something fun to see.
Coach, you started that 4th quarter with your youngest 5 out there, and they closed the gap out there. Mudiay he had a lot of turnovers tonight. Was there any thought of going back to Frank late in that game?
I did. I did think about it, but I saw that we really needed some scoring out there, and guys that were going to really attack at that moment. And so I just thought throw mud in there and see if that can change it up. And I thought Smarty and the staff did a good job after I got kicked out, and really got those guys to rally and play the game to the last minutes. And that last group in there really gave us a chance to try to win.
David, what was the strategic decision? You thought maybe you would start Cantor, and then you moved Vonleh and Lance Thomas.
I looked at that. Every pick and roll was going to be with James Harden. I mean, you're talking about. I'll be interested to see what the analytics say when it comes down to how many ISOs or pick and rolls he ran tonight. And so I was just thinking, how much speed can I put out on the floor to just balance it and keep up with them and be able to challenge them. And Obviously, he still went for what he went for, but I thought it at least gave us a chance to be in the game and compete and have a chance to win at the end.
Coach, you seem a little bit more down than normal after some of your losses. Is this a loss that really resonates a little bit more than some of the other losses?
Well, I never like to leave my guys on the floor, so that always sticks with me. If I'm not finishing that game with them when that buzzer goes off and we leave in defeat, I always feel like I let them down. And when you don't know why you got kicked out of a game, in a game that close, and you fighting with desperate men trying to get a win, desperate young men. It messes with you a little bit. So this one will stick with me. This one will be one that really goes home with me. And, yeah, it is a little different.